Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen. Let's talk about the college football playoffs for a minute. It's just my personal little opinion. I have to say, even being an Alabama fan, I think Florida State should have got in there. Even before Texas, Florida State. Let's talk about Alabama definitely should be in there because they knocked out the #1 team, two-time winner of the national championship, Georgia Bulldogs. Okay. Well, let's talk about Alabama for a minute. Now that we're in the playoff, we're getting ready to play Michigan. And I sure hope Funny Man see this video or text me or jump on here with me if he comes on this live. If you go back and watch the game, oh, that a police. Run! I'm messy. The quarterback has to throw the ball to the receivers on time. We're looking at everything that Jalen Milroe did, and I'm not criticizing him, man. He's a great quarterback, man, but he's having a hard time reading the defense. Alabama should have beat Georgia by damn near 21 points. There was like 3 times the receivers was underthrown. Anytime the wide receivers have to slow down in order to catch the ball. Now, I'm not taking away from the win. I'm excited that we won. But what I'm saying is we can't win that way, not the national championship. When we won the national championship in 2012, you had a solid running game with Mark Ingram coming out of the backfield, Greg McElroy making throws. Then we won the national championship against LSU or whatever. A.J. McCarron was on point with the passing. The running game was strong with Trent Richardson and Eddie Lacy. Then you had the national championship against Notre Dame. You had Eddie Lacy running the ball, but you also had Cooper as wide receiver catching the ball. Then you had the national championship against Georgia when they put Tua in the game. Tua, Jerry Jeudy, Ruggs, with the other wide receiver. The passing was on point, and the other wide receiver, Calvin Ridley, was on point. The passing was on point. And then let me give you this other example. The national championship against Ohio State, the last one we won, right? Man, you had Smitty, the other little wide receiver, Devontae Smith, and Mac Jones. Their chemistry was on point. Now, if you look at the throw in the end zone that Milroe threw to the little receiver we have, I think he's number 3, the one that transferred from Georgia, he had to almost slow down to even catch that pass. Then he had to jump up in the air to get it, to almost fight for the ball from the receiver. And what I'm saying is, you can't win a national championship playing like that. Even though Milroe did an excellent job scrambling, breaking away when they did that fake pitch, he ran down the middle, and then they did. It was just you know what I'm saying. The throws the throws got to be on point, man. The throw, because now you're getting ready to play Michigan, and then you possibly going, if you beat Michigan, you're gonna be facing Texas again, or Washington, who has a powerful offense, or whatever. The passing game got to be on point. The running game has gotten a lot better. The offensive line is doing a hell of a fine job, but we got to get the quarterback reading the defense better and setting the receiver. He can throw. He can throw, but he's not throwing early enough. The receivers are not running under the ball. The receivers, go back and look at the game. The receivers got to slow down and make a jump and to make a play for the ball. Now, as where back in the day, Smith and them catching the ball, running in the end zone, Jerry Jeudy, Riggs, Julio Jones, they catching the ball. They running the ball down. The ball is thrown. They running under the football, catching it, going into the end zone. When receivers got to slow down and jump with the cornerback or jump with the safety to catch the ball, your chances is 50-50. You could get an interception, or it's going to be an incomplete pass, or the most you're going to get out of that if you don't catch the ball is a pass interference, and you're only going to get 15 yards for that. I am telling the truth about this football. If I don't know nothing else in my life, I know X's and O's or whatever. Go back and watch the whole game. He was simply throwing the ball too late. What I would like to see him do, step back in the pocket. When the pressure comes, step up into them. Look at the receivers, make a decision. Look the safety off. Step up into the pocket and throw the ball and give a good throw. Now give the receiver an opportunity to run past the cornerback or the safety and throw the ball and allow the receiver to run under the football. Let them look up and run under the football. If they got one step on the cornerback or especially the safety, because the safety is not as fast as the cornerback, most of them aren't. But you got to give the receiver the opportunity to run under the ball. If you don't do that, it ain't finna be no national championship. It's not. And I'm not saying he's a great, Milroe is a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But if they do Milroe like Auburn did Milroe and put a spy on him or two spies on him, you shutting him running the ball down. If he can't run the ball or whatever, then he gonna have problems if he having a hard time reading the defense and can't throw the ball. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me wrong. Let me read some in the comments. Somebody said the whole game he was 2 seconds off throwing the ball late. Yes, and the receivers had to stretch, jump, or slow down to get the ball. You know what I'm saying? He is going to even. He is going to even. What you say, George? Repeat that. Oh, somebody said, bruh, he has options wide open in the first 5 yards. Out. Run or throw it away. Right. I'm telling y'all, and when y'all go back and y'all look at this video and everything, somebody said he has to take the pass in the flat and stop forcing the long ball. George, you are absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? You got to guarantee 5 yards right there. And I'm telling y'all, man, you will not. Somebody said blitz, Bama blitz, I don't give a damn. Well, you going to give a damn when they play Michigan. And if he not throwing the receivers, because I'm telling you, if he would have made 2 or 3 throws, Bama would have beat Georgia by 21 points easily. 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 And what happens is, let me tell you this. What happens is, if Milroe become a threat downfield, right, now that's going to help Alabama with the running game, because now they're not in the box. Now the safeties are playing back. Everybody playing back because they're scared to give up an explosive play, scared to give up a big play. So if they're scared to give up a big play or whatever, what you have is Milroe, now Radell then becomes a threat. And now but they like Smitty and Mac Jones, man, they had the defense spread out. They didn't know what to do with Mac Jones and Smitty. They didn't know what to do when you had Cooper and AJ McCarron. They didn't know what to do. Even when you had even when they won the national championship against Clemson, or whatever, that tight end that we had that went to Tampa Bay was a threat. And then you had Calvin Ridley that was a threat. That quarterback was connecting to those receivers. When the quarterback is not connecting to the receivers, you are making it easy for to be stopped on offense. Period. Your offense become predictable and easy to stop. Because if you get them damn safeties and strong safeties up in the box or whatever, man, that threatens the running game. If you ain't no threat downfield. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said one thing, he holds the ball too long. After 3 or 4 seconds, run or get rid of it. Yeah, O.J. Howard, that's right, Nip. That's right, Ben. O.J. Howard. I want to say this right here. We cannot play Michigan like we played against Georgia, which Alabama had a really good team. And let me say this right here. Georgia is not as good as they was last year. Let's start there. And Bama has gotten a lot better since the first game. Let's start there. But Alabama beat Michigan ass the last time they played. You don't think Michigan have an axe to grind? Remember when Alabama beat Clemson in the national championship and beat them in that playoff game? Clemson came back and beat Alabama ass in the national championship twice. So you don't think Michigan have an axe to grind? Man, they top 10. I mean, in the Big Ten. They tired of SEC teams, and they finna give their best game, which everybody does anyway. They beat Ohio State. They're gonna give Alabama their best game. They finna pull out everything. You think Auburn and everybody always pull out the stop? If the quarterback does not connect with the wide receivers, and them damn receivers running up under them balls, taking it in the end zone, and you become a threat downfield, we're not winning the playoff game. And if you don't win the playoff game, you ain't going to no national championship game. I don't know who the quarterback coach is or whatever, but they need to work on that. That's the only thing that scared me. I think the defensive line be coming in the third and fourth quarter. That damn defensive line, I don't know who they are. I don't know none of them name. I don't know where they from. That damn defensive line is balling. That's the first time I've seen Alabama with a defensive line since Allen them was there. Like a defensive line that's effectively putting pressure on the quarterback. That's the first time I seen the D-line coming in there making plays, and the linebackers having a good year because and they making their assignment. They stopping the run. Georgia and these teams, they're not able. Only Auburn was able to run for some reason, but Georgia was not able to run the ball effectively on Alabama. The defense doing a good job. The secondary doing a great job. When Kool-Aid got hurt, whoever that little cornerback, that number 9, whoever he was, got in there. That little buddy got in there. He got a pass interference. But I promise to God, little buddy got in there and balled out. Whoever that dude that filled in when Kool-Aid got hurt, buddy came and balled out. Now he made me happy. I didn't even get mad when he got a pass interference because he was on that dude. I'm talking about like white on rice. So I'm just saying, got to get the ball, got to throw the ball better, got to throw the ball quicker, got to be more accurate with the ball. It was a lot of passes that was inaccurate, and I know we saying he won us the game. He did win us the game, He made those 2 runs. He got those first downs when we needed to have a first down. But you're not going to win a national championship like that. Yeah, that was good for an SEC championship because now you playing street ball. But street ball don't work when you start getting into playoffs and the national championship. Period. Everybody talking about, you know, that's my hero, Milroe, and he is a hero because he beat Georgia, broke their winning streak. He put the team on his back and did it. But, that's like somebody shooting a basketball. They shooting it the wrong way, but they making the shot. So what happens is you develop bad habits. Let's shoot the ball the right way. And even if we might not make all the shots, but we shooting the ball the right way. I don't know if that's the best analogy, but we have to get Milroe, let me read the comments, to connect with the receivers. Nowadays, he don't really remind, I mean, he'll remind you of Mike, what in the world? He remind you of Mike Vick a little bit. The running is good. It does make a defense nervous when you got a quarterback that's a dual threat. But I think a quarterback is more dangerous when he's accurate and he's a threat downfield. That makes a quarterback more dangerous. If he can run and he's accurate and he's a threat downfield, that's a super dangerous quarterback. But when he can run, because here's the thing, if he's inaccurate, you get your defensive backs prepared because his inaccuracy. But if you can stop him from running, let me give you an example. Before Jalen Hurts before Alabama got that quarterback coach and started training Jalen Hurts, that was the same reason why they pulled Jalen Hurts out of the game when Alabama played Georgia in the first half of the national championship in Atlanta. It's the same thing. Running, not making the throws, not connecting with the receivers, and then they stopped Jalen Hurts. That's why he got pulled out of the game, and they put Tua in because he was connecting with the receivers and he was a threat downfield. There you go. That's it. That's the whole conversation. So, yeah, Michigan has a 1-2 punch with their running backs, and they're gonna try to wear down. Let me see what they're saying. Wear down the defensive line and linebackers. Yeah, Michigan gonna have a hard time doing that. The linebackers, in order to contain Michigan, the linebackers gonna have to have a really good game. I'm not so worried about the defensive backs, but if that defensive line play ball like they played against Georgia, and the linebackers have a good game, we can beat Michigan. Sometimes the defense got to win the damn game for you, or whatever. But we got to get that running game going, man. And I think we need to run Rydell a little bit more. We need to give the ball to Rydell Williams, because you guarantee to get 2 or 3 yards. He runs real hard and he runs downhill. They need to put me on ESPN because I know this football. Yeah, the thing about Michael Vick, you're right, Ben. Vick was a mix between a running back and a fast Odell Beckham type receiver that played quarterback. Vick was more elusive and explosive. But the thing I like about Jalen Milroe, that's like Derrick Henry playing quarterback. You know, a cornerback tried to tackle him. Milroe put that shoulder down and knock the hell out of somebody. But we don't want him to do that. That's not what we want. Maybe in the national championship game in the 4th quarter, if the game is on the line, you just start pulling out the stop. But we're going to have to be strategic in order to beat Michigan. There you go. Yeah, I know Texas in that thing. Hey, what up, LaSalle? Yeah, they're gonna have to. If I was Nick Saban, I would really put a lot of time and energy and do some special training with the quarterback. Make sure that the quarterback is on point. If Milroe is on point and everybody else played the same, Alabama wins. Period. Thank y'all for watching.